For ACUsports.com, I'm Grant Boone as we talk some Wildcat baseball here with first-year pitching coach Josh Scott. Now, before we talk about your staff's delivery, let's talk about your wife's most recent. You guys welcomed your first. Tell us about it.
Yeah, she was born on March 6th, Dalen Jessica Scott, and she was 7 pounds, 11 ounces.
That's great. You got all the measurables, as any good
right.
pitching coach would. Let's talk about your first year here. We saw this to a degree with men's basketball. You play a lot of really, really good teams, and that's great exposure. The challenge is, can you still feel good about yourself when you take your lumps? You're playing some of the best teams in the nation. Oklahoma State, you go up to Oklahoma, play a couple of games. You play at Texas Tech, which was red hot. Tell me about the team psyche. I would think it would be a little difficult to keep telling yourself, hang on a second, these are really good teams we're playing.
You know, we knew that kind of going in and scheduling these opponents. We have a lot of young players, and we really want them to get the experience of what it's like to play at that level. You know, our goals are high, and we need these guys to be exposed to that kind of competition and that kind of just to show them what it takes to prepare and how to go about their business to get to that level.
Let's talk about your starters, Nate Cole, Garrett DeMeyer, Austin Lambright. We've seen Cole. You guys have put him in some of your toughest situations. And, boy, it sure seems to me that we're seeing an example of how fine the line is at the highest level of college baseball and really all of college sports between success and failure, or what might look like a great pitching line and maybe one that's not as good.
That's right, and we've been preaching that the small things make a big difference, and it can be one bad pitch and one error or one walk that leads to a big inning. And so we've been stressing that we need to control those little things and control what we can control and not just focus on the outcome but on the process.
There is something to be said for, and you as a pitching coach certainly would know this, about getting your rotation and the back end of your bullpen set. It seems like, even though at various times some guys have struggled, that you've got those places set, the roles defined. So as you look at your bullpen and you think about B-Rod, Brady Rodriguez, and Hunter Wakefield, and then Kevin Sheets, how confident are you in those guys?
That's one of our strongest points is our bullpen, and where we've been struggling is with our starts, and we've been giving up too many runs early in the game where we're playing catch-up, and then we're trying to get to our bullpen, but we're not in a close game. So we're real confident with the back end of our bullpen. We just need to make sure that our starts get a little bit more quality, that we're keeping us in the game so that we can use those guys.
Alabama A&M, it'll be another long road trip for you guys in Huntsville. They're struggling a little bit. They've lost 4 of their last 5, 8 of their last 10. What do you expect this weekend? Same rotation, I would expect?
The rotation is kind of up in the air right now. We're going to be using our guys, but Alabama A&M, like any opponent, is going to be tough. They're going to come out and they're playing at home, so we're going to have to go on the road and play at their place. But we've been preaching to our guys that it's not about the opponent. We need to play the game the same way, no matter who we're playing. You throw to the mitt, you catch the ball, you hit the ball. So
long road trip, hopefully some wins in ACU's future this weekend as they head to Huntsville, Alabama, Alabama A&M. You can track all the progress on ACUsports.com. For pitching coach Josh Scott, I'm Grant Boone.